Hey everybody, welcome back to Laserdisc Repair Bench. Tonight we have a CLD-53. It's a elite model, elite in air quotes. We're going to make it look a little bit more elite, add an AC3 mod. I'm going to make some sideboards compared to these little things. This is rubber, it's not even the gold stuff. And give it a cleaning. So let's open this thing up and start with the AC3 mod. Alright, so we got the cover off, and the next thing we have to do is remove this board. This is the audio board. It stands kind of in our way of. So here we have the top of the audio board, and over here is the RF tap, RF ground, and then you have positive 5 volts, negative 5 volts right here. It really could not be any easier. So we're going to go ahead and tap all those, and then find a place for the board to hide, and then get a hole in the back, and we'll be in shape. So the cross brace, you can kind of see it here, that holds the disc in place when it's playing. That has to come out because these two screws, there's two more screws that you can't see off camera. So we'll pull those. And then once this support is off, frees us up to remove the audio board. And we're removing the audio board, even though everything's on top and easy to access, we still have to pull the board because we have to find a place for the AC3 mod board to go, to live. Should just call this channel Undoing Screws. That's all we do here. There's one on the back for the RCA jacks to secure them to the back of the chassis. Let's hold this back. You can then put the board on here. Gonna let it hang out. Show that a little bit. It hangs off these plastic clips. It helps get it out of the way a little bit for you. So we could hide the board probably somewhere in here. Pretty easy, actually pretty straightforward, and then pull the back off and make a hole, or we can just make a hole while the chassis is still on. I just got my board all set up for this, and I was gonna actually mount the board. There's a shielding plate. Tilt this up, you can see it right here for the video board. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to hot glue it on there, and then the board can actually sit right inside, nice and secure. There's a couple clips that go on top. Placement of this is so crucial. Make sure it stays. So the board goes in as such. Two clips, it's going nowhere. Alright, so since that's secure, Go ahead and flip this back over for now. Bring our wires with us. Just trimming back these leads just a little bit away from the player so they don't fall in. Looks like I got a ground right here. Okay. So I'm just going to my tap points, and I'm going to get some new solder in there. The RF, we're going to do this point here. You know what? I wasn't even paying attention. We're going to get our -5 right here. We'll get our +5 over here. Gets us back off a little bit. So the spots are a little bit busy. Trim this one back. Gonna do a test fit, make sure everything's happy. Yep. That will work. And normally what I'll do is I'll hot glue these down so they don't go anywhere too far. The next thing we're going to do now that we've got these connections made is we're going to pull the board off again, and we're going to take a look at the back for the hole. Well, we're at the last part now where we're going to make the hole in the chassis, and on the audio board, you can see over here, this part goes into these holes, so there's a void next to those, and I'm going to aim for that right about here in making my hole, and use this style RCA jack now. It looks really similar to factory, and it makes a pretty small hole. Hardly even notice it's there. And then to make the hole, you can use a drill. I have started using hole punch, metal hole punch, and it's worked out pretty well so far. So let's go ahead and see if we can fit that around. Yep, it'll fit around the chassis. Hole. We're just going to do a test fit. The way this works is there's a nut, a slip washer, and the grounding piece. And all of that comes off. You just slide this in. Just out of the way back there. Voila. We just need to make the connection. And you have an AC3 out on a CLD-53. Alright, switch back to the overhead view for this. So essentially we're going to be soldering in the ground lead and the outbound signal wire. This cable is way too long. So I just wrapped that around the little ear there. Go ahead and solder that on. I'll do it left-handed so you can see. Then we'll go ahead and put some solder in this cup here. I don't know if I have enough. Let's put a little bit more in. Perfect. Okay. Okay, ground is snug. We'll get these wrapped up, bundled with something else. And then on to testing. Okay, just wanted to show this before I demonstrate. I've got the white RCA cable going to the new AC3 jack. Got this guy turned on. There we go. And we are demodulating. Another successful mod. Thanks for watching.